Today we're talking about a business plan for your law firm and why you need one. A business plan is really just going to be an outline and really be a roadmap for you to keep you focused and keep you on track as you are opening and running your law firm. It's going to help you focus on your short-term goals and your long-term goals. And if you're just starting out, it's really going to help you identify who your ideal client is. You need to know who your ideal client is and who you're speaking to when it comes to your marketing and your website and really the message of your firm, of who you can help. Who is your target audience? You want to be very clear in your business plan as far as what you do and why you do it, and knowing your why, so that when things get rough, things get bumpy, you remember your why and you keep going with your law firm. You keep moving forward and pushing ahead, because your business is going to have ebbs and flows. And as a law firm owner, there's so many shiny things that pop up that can distract you and take you off track. But your business plan is going to make sure you keep going and moving forward according to the plan that you've laid out for your firm, and kind of help eliminate and reduce those distractions that can kind of take you off track sometimes as a business owner. Now, as a law firm owner, it's inevitable you're going to look at what everyone else around you is doing and what other attorneys are doing with their law firms and how they're marketing and their messages. And you're probably going to be inclined to copy them. And that's a normal feeling. But I'd encourage you to stay focused on what you're doing and where you're going with your law firm. Now, you want to keep a pulse on what's going on and what the market's doing as far as your practice areas, but we don't want it to dissuade you from what you're doing and where you're going. Sometimes we have to put those big business blinders on and we just kind of charge ahead with whatever our plan is to grow our law firm, and whatever that means for you. Growth may not be becoming a large law firm with multiple employees and things like and other attorneys. Maybe growth for you is, implementing, your processes and your systems and automating things and implementing tech so you can work less hours. That's how I want to run my law firm. But in order to do so, I really had to remain focused on what my plan is for my law firm. I've had my own law firm now for about almost 9 years. I opened my law firm on March 1st, 2016. And there's been things that come up along the way. Again, I see what other attorneys are doing, trying to keep an eye on those things, but also make sure I'm focused on my firm and what my goals are and what I'm doing, and not let myself get off track or distracted with what others are doing. And so the business plan is going to help keep you centered, keep you focused in running your business. And sometimes people think of a business plan, I just need it to start my law firm if I want to get a loan for my law firm. And I don't agree with that. I mean, I, for one, am not one to push getting a loan or going into debt to open your law firm. Now, you are going to need some funds, and I talked about that in another video I'll share below on how to open your law firm on a smaller budget. But I don't propose going into debt to open a law firm. And so for me, when I'm coaching my lawyer clients on how to open their law firm or how to grow their solo law firm, I'm all about low overhead and keeping your expenses low until you have enough income coming in to support paying for additional expenses. For instance, I do estate planning for one of my practice areas, and until I had the income where I felt justified in paying for estate planning software, I just had my Word master document templates that I use, and I still use those now. I do have software also as I do more complex estate planning, but I just use Word documents. I will never forget my first year, my poor CPA, my first year of having a law firm, so 2016, I had a Word document where I tracked my income, my revenue, and my expenses. I didn't even have QuickBooks. Now I have a bookkeeper and she manages all that for me. But I didn't pay for things that I didn't truly need to operate my law firm. And that's what I teach to my lawyer clients who I'm helping open their law firms. So that's that word about business plans and getting loans and financing for going out your own. You can do it, sure. Do you need to? I don't think so. Now, it may depend on practice area. Some practice areas may be more expensive to set up than others. But, just to consider as far as using loans to open a law firm. I've seen a lot of conversations about that lately, and I'm not a big fan of it personally for opening a law firm. Now, with your business plan, this is not a one and done. You create it and then you never look at it again. It's not set in stone. It's going to change. It should change. My business plan from year one is not the same business plan that I have now. So it's going to change, it's going to evolve, you're going to have to update it as the needs of your law firm change. And so you want to make sure that you're reviewing it at least once a year, if not more frequently, probably quarterly or at least twice a year would be ideal, but at least once a year to make sure that you're on track. But also, do your goals need to change? As you achieve some of your initial goals, you're going to want to push yourself to higher goals. And so updating your business plan for that will be useful in that way as well. You also want to be clear in your business plan about your mission statement for your law firm. And that could be a whole video in it by itself. So we won't spend too much time here on that. But really, it's coming down to your why and the values that you stand for in your law firm, and why you do what you do. Because some days are hard. Some days just suck. Right? But knowing the good work that you're doing, knowing that you're helping your clients and what you're doing for them, and incorporating that into your mission statement, into your why, and the values that you have as not just individually, but that your law firm has, the values of your law firm, is going to help kind of keep you going and keep you moving forward, and make sure that decisions you're making are in alignment with what you've said your mission and values are in your law firm. So the real goal with the business plan is to have a plan. A lot of law firm owners don't have a business plan. So we want to have a plan. We want to stick with the plan. However, we want it to have flexibility and room for growth as the needs of our law firms change. So I hope this helps. I hope this encourages you to create a business plan for your future law firm. Or if you have a law firm and you haven't done a business plan, or maybe you haven't looked at it in a few years, let's look at it. Let's get it out. Let's look at it and make sure it's in alignment with where we are now. If you need a template for a business plan, I have a free one down below for you. So feel free to grab that to help you either open your law firm or make sure your current law firm is on track and that you're where you need to be. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.